Hey, debt is something that can be crushing, and I want to share some wisdom with you from my 18-year-old son. Recently, he wanted to buy a car. He already had a car, and he didn't have enough money to go buy a second car. But he was really getting into cars, and he's searching and searching and searching, trying to find his dream car, the car that he wanted. And about a month and a half ago or so, he actually came across the car that he wanted. And I know about cars too. I love toying with cars. I buy cars too often. But he came across this one car, and it was just a really good deal. And it was the car that he wanted, and he wanted it really badly. I mean, he suggested I go buy it, and we could end up flipping it. But it was a car that he wanted, and I was too busy, had something else going on that particular day to be able to go out there with him. But I ended up just giving him the money to go and buy this car. And so he goes on out and he buys it. And I mean, he's immediately in love with the car. He wants it for himself. And I just told him, I said, look, you can have that car if you want it. You just got to sell yours and give me my money back, sell the one you're driving. And so he took that on, and took him about 5 or 6 weeks to get his car sold. And I will tell you that the day that he sold it, he just sat there, and I knew that this had come up a couple of times, but he was feeling the weight of that debt. I didn't make him sign a note. He didn't have to make payments. I wasn't charging him interest, but the weight of that debt was something that was really bothering him. And when he actually sold the car and handed me that money, he sat there and told us all the emotions he went through. He told us how it kept him up at night. He told us how he was having a hard time concentrating on things. And he's a wrestler. And right before his wrestling tournament, his big tournament for regionals, in order to go to state, I had sort of given him relief. I didn't even know I was giving him relief. I didn't know he was dealing with all that stress. But I said, you know what, maybe, if we can't get the car sold, maybe we just let it become your brother's. He's got a brother who will be driving within a year. And I said, maybe it'll just be his car. We know the car is a great car. And, so anyway, he said that was such a relief for him when that was put on the table. And he then said that going into that wrestling tournament, he said, had I been carrying the weight of that debt, I don't know that I would have done as well. But I felt like a different person going into that tournament because I wasn't worried about that anymore. And so he's handing me the money back, and he just said to me, he said, I am never going to do that again. I don't ever want to be in debt again. That sucks. And I said to him, the sad part is that's many people's daily life. That's just the way people live. And I said, and they carry that weight all the time. And, I'm not saying this to judge anyone, but I am suggesting that there is freedom in avoiding it. There's tremendous freedom in avoiding it. My son didn't have to make a payment. He wasn't even being charged interest. And I was shocked at how much weight he felt with carrying this debt for 5 or 6 weeks. And the way he was able to verbalize it and to put it into, sharing how it made him feel and all the ways that it was affecting him. And I think that happens to all of us. And, I would challenge you that if you really take the time and you're honest with how debt is affecting you, I think the first step to do is to stop going into it. It robs us of life. It takes away the life that we're supposed to have. It consumes our thoughts. And, when our attentions go toward our debt, it takes it away from where it should be. And, first, we should be giving our attention and time to God, and second, to our families. But when we're so consumed with how to pay off debt, then we can't give that time and attention to the things that are most important to us. So anyway, I just wanted to share that story with you. I actually asked my son to write an article on it, and hopefully he will, and give us something just so you can hear it right from him, exactly, what he was going through and how he felt. So I hope that this blesses you. I hope that it makes you think and share it with others. Have a blessed day.